Hello boys and girls, how are you? This is JC, and today we're not doing Yo-Yo Factory or C3. We are doing Caribou Lodge Yo-Yo Works. Now you can maybe tell what yo-yo it is from this pin. It is the Akita. Now unfortunately I lost their box, which is a nice box, so I'm sad, but at least I still have the pin. And one day I might just collect all these pins and put them on my backpack, and I'll be the coolest boy in my school. Anyways, the yo-yo. Just look at the yo-yo. I think it's really pretty. The Akita was released in 2019, and Caribou Lodge, unlike a lot of other companies, they don't release that frequently. And I think they, in terms of bimetal, they release maybe one or two a year, I think. So each year you're actually looking forward to what they're making. You're like, oh, what is their signature this year? And in 2019, it was the Akita. You just look at the yo-yo; it's so nice. Now, Caribou Lodge is honestly one of the best. I think one of the best in the industry when it comes to their aesthetics. Now, I'm a big fan of C3, but Caribou Lodge shows you that sometimes you don't even need the fancy tons of colors kind of splash. Just a simple stroke or two of silver on this dark blue, and combined with this metallic blue weight ring, it's just perfect. It's so beautiful. I'm not a huge fan of this side though, the logo. I think it's like a warning sign with the Doggo, but this is nice. Like, it's so classy, right? Just very simplistic and beautiful. But anyways, when it comes to performance, the Akita is, I'd say, solid, but even just holding it in your hand, I think you notice it's not a very conventional shape. The shape actually, I think it's very similar to one of their monometal releases. It might be the Borealis, I think. But yeah, it's a kind of a hourglass shape, which is not the most comfortable to look at or to hold. It's not bad, but when you personally, I prefer what's it called? An O shape, right? This is nice, but when you get it onto the string, at first you almost feel like there's it feels kind of slow. It feels kind of sluggish, right? But quickly you realize that, sure, it has a lot of weight on the rims. Sure, it feels like it's one of those stable, slower yo-yos, but when you try to pick up speed, you realize that this yo-yo is not slow at all. It might have to do with the smaller diameter, which is around 55 millimeters, I think. And even on the inside, it's even smaller. Right? This is tiny. It's almost like the H-Spin Envy, right, feel when you do a finger grind, for example. It's really good at finger grinds. But because of the overall balance they struck, I think the yo-yo is fast. Right? It's a fast yo-yo, and it's very stable, which, I think is impressive. Right? After playing with this for a while, after getting used to the shape, man, this yo-yo is lovely. It's lovely. At this diameter, I can't think of many yo-yos that can beat the Akita in terms of overall performance. And this hourglass shape is even excellent for horizontal style, right? I don't have too much to say about this because it kind of ticks every box for me, right? The only thing is, at first you have to get used to it. You have to get used to the shape, get used to the kind of almost the paradoxical, almost deceptive feel of heaviness. Right, you get around that, you start doing your hops, you start doing your string tricks, you realize, wow, this is very all-rounded. And the price, it retails at $124, which is kind of standard for Caribou Lodge. It's a bit expensive, but I think Caribou Lodge is a brand that I personally would love to collect myself because, well, first of all, they don't release that many yo-yos. And you can tell that every yo-yo they make, every yo-yo they release and they put their heart into it. Although I should definitely mention, this is a signature model of Mark Mangarin. Yeah, I'm not too familiar with Mark Mangarin, but I think I've seen one or two freestyles by him, and his play style is quite quite energetic. Not super fast, but I think his style is, it's almost like, reminds me of Paul Kerbal a little bit. But I'm no expert, so don't quote me. But anyways, the Akita is a really, really nice little yo-yo. And if you like doggos, that's an extra bonus. All right, thank you. I'll see you later.